Hi guys. Okay, so y'all got to see the morning traffic. I was driving to babysit my grandkids. So now you're going to get to see the evening traffic on my trek back to Westbury. Now we're only talking about maybe 17 miles. I don't even think it's 20 miles from my house to Jill's house. But it takes me, gosh, I mean, with it backed up the way it is now, going 15 miles an hour, it's probably going to take me at least 45 minutes to drive those 17 to 20 miles. But it's worth it. I just wanted to tell y'all a little story. I just happened to think, gosh, when we lived in Louisiana, yeah, we were in Covington in the 1980s. John had worked for this company called P&W Industries, and it was a scrap metal yard. He did really good there. He made a decent salary, and he got paid commission. I guess he was buying and selling scrap metal. I don't really know what he did. But he did pretty good, but he ended up getting fired from that job too because of his drinking, his alcoholism. But anyway, I'm pretty sure he got fired from that job. There are very few jobs that he quit. He got fired because of his drinking. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm just laughing because when I think back about some of the crap that he did, it is funny to think about it. And I guess I'm laughing because I was a strong enough woman to be able to live through all of it. But anyway, then he got a job. He was out of work. Oh, I know. I was pregnant with Jill. Yeah, I was pregnant with Jill. So this was in 1980. She was born in 81. And the whole year that I was pregnant with her, he didn't work. I don't even know how we survived. He was doing these little odd jobs. I think I had told y'all the story about John and I going to rake someone's yard and him doing these little handyman jobs, and I started working for the newspaper there, delivering newspapers. It's a weekly newspaper. It may still be weekly. I think it was called the St. Tammany Parish something. I don't remember, but I would deliver it on Wednesday night and then again on Saturday nights. And I think I got paid about $60 a week for doing that, but that was hard work, y'all. I would go pick up the newspapers and they would be, flat. And I would bring them home and put them in the garage, and then I would have to roll them and put them inside these plastic bags. And then I would take them in my car and toss them, into people's yards, or if they had a little box, then I would put the newspaper in their little box. But anyway, John had this interview with a man for a company called Metco, METCO. And the name of the district manager, Don Sellers. I wanted to say Tom Sellers. Don Sellers. He lived in Atlanta. So he came to New Orleans to conduct the interviews for Metco. They needed a salesman. They gave him the title of field engineer, but of course John was no engineer. But he was a good salesman. So, so John and Don, they just hit it off. They just became really good friends. And Don met me, and, I was like 8 months pregnant, and knowing that John didn't have a job, and of course he didn't know about John's alcoholism. So he hired him, and John did real well. I mean, he sold that equipment. What it is, it's some type of machinery. It's like a handheld gun type thing. And they made these metal powders, like bronze or, I don't know, stainless steel, whatever, but it would be in a powder form. And then you would put that into the gun and then use it to spray on, like in the oil field industry, they would coat different items with it to keep them from rusting. So he sold to the maritime industry, the oil field industry, refineries, all types of companies that did all types of manufacturing, and he just did really well. And there was a period of time that I didn't have to work because he was making, this was in the 80s, and he was making about anywhere from 40 to 50,000 a year. But the point that I'm trying to make is that their headquarters, I believe, was in Freeport, New York, which is not too far. You know, I'm pretty close to there now. It's more on the ocean. I think it's on the South Shore. But anyway, Metco had a sales conference for all of the salesmen, so they paid for John to fly to New York and attend the conference. And he said, "What do you want me to bring you back from New York?" I said, "I want a t-shirt." That's back when they started with this, you know, the red heart, and then "I love New York." That was their slogan back then, and it still is today. So I said, "I want a t-shirt that says "I love New York," and I want a pretty dress from Saks Fifth Avenue." And sure enough, that's what he brought me back. I'll see if I can find the pictures of the dresses. He bought me 2 dresses, and they fit me perfectly. They looked so good on me. They were just so adorable. So, and he brought me back the t-shirt. I'll never forget that. He would have done anything for me, but he just could not beat the drinking. He just couldn't. It was just such a disease that held such a terrible hold on him. And we did love each other. We really did love each other. And I know he loved me till the day he died. Even though he had remarried, but he couldn't stand that old second wife of his, third wife, I guess it is. That Judy, God. She's batshit crazy. Batshit crazier than I am. Oh, Lordy. Anyway, I'll see if I can find the pictures of the dresses, one of them, which is so cute.